Yes, tonight we'll be taking some bridge beams down to Orlando. They should be putting them up about midnight. It's 5 o'clock now. Okay, here we are getting ready to go. Looks like we'll interview one of our A-team drivers here. Where are we going tonight, David?
I don't know. I don't have a map.
Oh, don't have a map? That's good. We don't want you to know where you're going.
I'm just following the trucks in front of me.
I see. Okay. Well, looks like we got a lot of... You might have to turn around in somebody's driveway with that thing, right?
7-Eleven.
All right. How long is that thing?
I don't know. 48, about 70 or 80 feet. 70 or 80, I guess.
That makes it what? About 60,000 pounds, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they got chickens living underneath the house. You got it, Joe. That's my house. I rent that house out. I don't charge him for the chicken house. You just reach down through the floor and grab your dinner, huh? Yeah, I don't charge him for the chicken house there. Uh-huh.
Oh, we're finally pulling into the job site now, so we'll be unloading in just a minute.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's the only time I ever see him working.
Yeah, you could take a sled piece of rubber and put it on that.
Come on, smile, Tommy.
He's not used to those home movies. When
Smile, Tommy.
You gonna get a milkshake somewhere?
Watched them unload last night. They didn't unload until about midnight. I guess David didn't get home till 6 o'clock in the morning. So here we are the next day. We're going to take some more down. We took 6 down last night, but looks like we're going to take the same thing down again tonight. So maybe we can get some better shots tonight. Who knows? It's looks like they got 6 of them. They're loading up and getting ready to go out the gate here. So we'll try again tonight. Yeah, here we are. We're looking at the bolster on the front end. It's hooked on the 5th wheel. We've got 2 chains over it that's pulling the entire thing. Just the weight of it sitting on there. Probably the chains, you could take the chains off and it wouldn't really do much.
Not unless you...
Okay, if you notice, the back trailer doesn't even start until we get way on back here on the back end of the beam.
Halfway back.
Yeah, way on back. So we're going to pan back here. Here's the start of the trailer. It's called a camelback. Is that right, Ray?
Right, that's camelback.
And we just got 2 chains holding the front end of the trailer up to the beam. And the back end has 2 chains back there. That's
Holding that from going sideways.
That's just a regular flatbed trailer. It's holding the back end of the beam. Here you can see the bow to it. There's just a little bit of a bow. This is the pre-stress in it. When that thing's loaded down, the concrete will actually straighten out. But you can see the bow to the beam.
There comes John.
Oops. Well, we got a little time left, so it looks like we're still not out the door yet. So it's a good chance to take a look at one of the beds molds where they make the beams. Here they're making some small beams, but it's the same idea. Here's the cable that goes down the middle of it. They stretch this cable down through it. These beams, they make 3 or 4 of them at a time. They stretch these things banjo tight. Here you can see where the cables are actually going through the end of the form. This is where they stretch them banjo tight and then they cap them off. They won't even let you go by the end of it when they're stretching them. It could destroy a truck or a person or anything else. Here's some prejudice for this guy.
John, how to pull out of the yard like that?
Okay, we're on the road again. Yeah, it's hard to imagine we can get rolling down the highway 60 to 65 mile an hour with something this big and this heavy. It's kind of fascinating.
I'll bring it out.
Okay.
There's a lot of people walking and riding around bikes.
Looks like we got the road all blocked off here so we can turn in. Okay, looks like we made it back in here again, so made it back to the job site, and we're just going to head home. We're going to the airport. They're 24 inch, they're about 600 pounds a foot, makes you somewhere around 75,000, whatever. We're going to have 2 of these going today. If you notice the little, what we call a dingle ball hanging out on the end here. Let's see if I can get a better shot at it. It hangs from the end of the piling, hangs out here so that when they make a turn, they can see where the end of the piling is. There's Artie. We'll be going with Artie and Ray Williams today. On bridge piling, we use the seesaw rack on the top, and we stretch the trailer out. They're 62, 72 feet, or 72 feet, 77 feet. I think this one winds up being like 82 feet stretched out. Makes for a pretty long rig. They had to add another axle in front. If you notice the small wheels in front of the 2 back ones, they're retractable. Because of the weight, they had to add that. Okay, looks like we're underway. Heading for Orlando Airport. Here we are, we're making the turn from the other lane. It's kind of hairy at times.
You're good back here, Rick.
Taken into the trees on the other side. Yeah, minor delay. Trailer tire went. And we're on the road again. And here we are, we're closing in on the airport. Okay, here we are ready to unload. They've got a 250-ton crane here. They got 1 piling in the air already. But we're building a taxiway to go from this other side of the airport over here. The airplanes will be taxiing over the top of this highway right here. And they'll be taxiing clear over to the other side. You can see all the building that's going on all the way over here. You can see the other part of the highway over on the other side over there. They'll be putting bridge beams across this whole thing, and the airplanes can taxi all the way across. Well, looks like they got a problem. They can't get the thing up just a few inches higher. They can get it on top of the piling. They're trying to get the pile driver over the top of it, and it's just a few inches too short. If they can get the piling down and the pile driver up one way or the other, they can get it over. What a mess. I don't know. Okay, we finally got it in. Pile driver's sitting on top of it now, on top of the piling. Okay, they finally started driving, and you can see that they're going down about 2 to 3 inches every time the pile driver hits it. When it gets down here to the bottom, it'll just be going like an inch at a time. They've got to go down till they hit lime rocks. You can see they're putting it in mud down here at the bottom. It's just a mud hole. Well, looks like we got about a 2-hour wait, so I'm going to scoot on back. I don't have time to wait for this. I guess we'll just back to the yard. And here we are under the landing approach, 18 right, Orlando International. Got one coming in here right over us. See if we can get a little bit closer look at him. Well, not the biggest one in the world, but see what kind of a landing he makes here. Okay, here we are back in the yard again. We're taking a look at some of the jail cells. We've got 4 compartments in this one block here. Maybe we can get a little closer look at them here in a second. Notice there's 2 bunks in this one. Can't seem to get a good look at them. They've all got steel across the bottom. I can't open the doors on them. But, at least that's what they are anyhow. Many of them around here. This is one of the steerable dollies for the big beams. The bottom part of it, this is the way they just brought it in from where they went, and they brought it in back into the yard this way and dropped it. This is the way they bring it back. The bottom part of it is for the front part of the beam, and the back part of it is for the back part of the beam. And notice the steering mechanism up here on the back end of it. See the steering wheel? That's where the guy sits back there and steers it. It's got an engine on it for the steering. It's like power steering. There's a big Kohler engine sitting up in here for power steering pulse. And this is one of the big beams that they haul on that trailer. It's quite a monster. This thing's probably, I don't know, 40 tons, something like that. It is quite tall. It's like 6 foot tall. It's a huge big thing. A lot of bridge work going on. You see all the way down through there. There's beams everywhere you look. Just rows and rows and rows of bridges of beams. And here comes the speed loaders. They're hauling the beam. Our next run, the 134 footer. They got to have 2 of them. They run exactly together. If one gets away from the other one, one's got one end of the beam, one's got the other end of the beam. They can only haul 30 ton, and this thing weighs more than 30 tons, so they got to use 2 of them to haul it. machines, 2 separate drivers. Full of little problems. Seems we got one of them buried. We got something to pull it out with, but it's going to take a minute. In the meantime, we have got traffic backed up for miles. Okay, lifting it off the dolly. Put in yesterday. Okay, and now they're very, very carefully setting the beam on the pad. You have to watch both sides at the same time. Real tedious operation. The girl up here working on this one. I think she's an inspector or something. One slip and you've lost a finger or a hand or whatever. Let's get a picture of all the people it takes to lift this heavy cable up.
So I can pick up a 40-ton piece.
Yeah.
Get the tractor out of the way, that's it. I got that control now. Now walk it up.